All right, welcome back to the Jaw Life channel. I'm, of course, Jaw, and we are working towards the 100-day live guitar practice streams. So thank you all so much for joining the journey. Today we are actually now on day 59. So yeah, tomorrow will be 60, the next video will be 60, and then we only got 40 more to go. So pretty stoked to be making my way through this journey. It's been a fun one. I'm learning a lot. So thank you to anyone who's stumbled across this and then following along and watching in. And I really hope that I say something that you can benefit from. Say something that you are like, oh, okay, that's what something meant. That's what another video was talking about when they were talking about chords or talking about scales or talking about arpeggios or whatever it might be. I hope I say something that a light bulb kind of goes off, because I know sometimes in those other videos that are beginner videos, they're still taught by people that have been doing it for 10 years. They're just trying to go back and remember what it was like to be a beginner. But with all that time lapse, it's kind of hard to relate all the time. So I thought it'd be cool to put out some videos as a true beginner trying to learn, trying to help other, true beginners trying to learn. So I really hope something I say or some exercise that I give out there can be of value to somebody, and they can adopt it into their practice techniques and things like that. So again, thank you all for joining. We're on day 59. As you can tell by the title and the thumbnail, we're going to get into finger picking today. So I actually don't need my pick. I'm just going to use these lovely fingers here to make sounds. Usually these, the left hand is doing all the, cool shapes and all the hammer-ons and pull-offs and all the different things. And you just have the pick over here. But now we're going to try to use really all 5 fingers to control these strings and pluck them using all the different fingers rather than a pick. So typically, the way I like to do the finger picking is I'll take the thumb and I'll use the thumb on the lowest strings 6 and 5. And this is, not always the case. There's, scenarios and there's times where you'll switch things up, of course. But rule of thumb, I use my thumb on strings 6 and 5. I use my index finger on strings 4. I use my middle finger on strings 3. I use my ring finger here on string 2. And I use my pinky on string 1. Okay, so that's just like the rule of thumb. So strings 6 and 5, string 4, string 3, string 2, that's my ring finger, and string 1, the pinky. So you can do this multiple ways. I'm going to start with it muted, and then I'm just going to kind of pluck. Just doing this over and over again, just building in that repetition, right? A lot of things that we do as a beginner is just repetition. You got to do it, thousands of times before you can actually start intermingling things and playing things smoothly. So that's why I'm muting the strings right now, so that way everything's not ringing out. You could do it like that if you want. I'm just muting everything because the focus right now for today's practice exercise is this hand. This hand's always getting the focus and the attention. Well, with finger picking, I really want to focus everything down here. So I'm going to try to just mute everything, so I'm not worried about, sounds and hearing things and doing all the different shapes and having to think so much about this hand. I just want to think about this hand. So just trying to build that accuracy, getting used to, which finger hits which string. Just again, repetition, trying to get that accuracy in there, making sure, if you can't go at a slow pace like this, how do you ever expect to go, at a more up tempo pace in a real song? So again, I know it's boring, I know it's repetitive, but that's what this whole 100 days is really about. It's not about playing cool songs and really, shredding on here and looking really impressive. I couldn't do that even if I wanted to. So, I'm just a beginner. So it's the building blocks. I'm sure it's going to take, a couple years before I'm actually, playing pretty decently. So just stumbling through these failures now, trying to lay those bricks day by day, and eventually, I'll be pretty decent at it. If I ever become homeless, I will have a side gig I can do instead of just holding a sign or a cup. I can actually, try to entertain somebody. Might make a couple extra dollars that way. Just be patient with yourself, be kind to yourself. You can't pick up a guitar and expect to be, playing solidly after 50 days, after 100 days, when everybody on stage has been practicing for years, so. Just trying to hit string 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then you can either repeat it and do 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 again, or you can climb it back up and do strings 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Mix it up, have fun with it, right? Try not to let it get so repetitive and boring. I'm still messing up. So see, that's what I'm saying. I can't go at this slow pace right now, just messing around. How am I going to go at a faster pace trying to mimic someone else's art? So again, fundamentals, just repping out these things, trying to get used to, the various techniques in guitar. There's bending, there's vibrato, there's arpeggios, there's finger picking. There's so many different styles that I don't even know the names of yet because I'm still such a novice myself. There's sweep picking. There's so many different things to do with guitar. So I'm just trying to dabble in, a bunch of different things, dip my toe in the water per se. So that way I just have like a very basic understanding. So that way, as I go into learning songs, it's like, okay, I've done a couple finger picking things. I'm not a 100% beginner. I don't absolutely know anything about it. I know a little bit about finger picking. I know a little bit about the major scale. I know a little bit about the minor scale. I know a little bit about the circle of fifths. I know a little bit about, so. 6 5 4 3 2 1 6 5 4 3 2 1 6 5 4 3 2 1 4 3 2 1, and I'm trying to place my wrist, like the fatty palm part, this part like right here of my wrist, on that bridge. Every now and then I'll catch myself kind of drifting up, and I'm probably muting strings that I'm not intending to. I really need to get that thick part of the wrist down here on this bridge. 6 5 4 3 2 1 6 5 4 3 2 1 6 5 6 5 4 3 2 1 6 5 4 3 2 1 6 5 4 3 2 1. Again, just building in that muscle memory, trying to get that accuracy built up. Sometimes when you're striking in that finger to do that plucking, you accidentally hit the wrong string, right? Because your accuracy is not quite there yet. Be patient with yourself. Keep doing it. Keep repping it out, right? We're not even at the 15-minute mark, and a lot of the time I've actually spent talking. So even if you only do this for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, it's okay. That's good enough time, right? You don't have to put, 5 hours worth of finger picking in all at one time. No, you do 20 minutes a day. Then the next day you might do 30 minutes, and you might not do any. Then you might do 15 minutes. Then you might not touch it for 2 days, and then you might do for 40 minutes. So just about getting back in there, right? Just don't take more than like I don't know, a week or two off of doing like anything. Like, don't just sit the guitar down and do absolutely nothing for, multiple days at a time. Get back on the wagon, right? It's just like taking your vitamins every day. You try to take your vitamins every single day. Well, sometimes you fall off the wagon. Well, you don't just sit there and let the vitamins, sit on the counter for 2 weeks. No, you get back on it as soon as you can, right? So it's understandable things come up, but get back in there and rip it out. I can feel I'm getting quicker at it doing the 6-5-4-3-2-1 pattern versus starting with the pinky and doing the 1-2-3-4-5-6 pattern. So let me work on that one. All right. Now we're going to switch it up a little bit. Instead of just doing the 6-5-4-3-2-1 or the 1-2-3-4-5-6 in exactly sequential order, whether it's forward or reverse, we're going to switch it up a little bit, and we're going to just attack the bottom three strings, 4, 5, and 6. So we're going to do 5, 4, 6, 4. You can mute them. You can fret everything with a bar. You could do a chord shape if you want. However you want to do it. I'm just going to fret an entire row just to make some sound, I guess. But again, the focus is on the right hand. The focus is on the finger picking. The focus isn't really on the left hand too much. So I just want to do some basic stuff with the left hand, I guess, just to make it kind of ring out. But really the focus, again, right hand. Okay. So 6, 4, 5, 4. 6, 4, 5, 4. So again, you can do whatever you want with this hand, but this hand is doing 6. Here we go. 6, 4, using the index finger. Remember, thumb is on strings 5 and 6, and index finger would be on string 4. So that's 6, 4, 5, 4, 6, 4, 5, 4, 6, 4, 5, 4, 6, 4, 5, 4, 6, 4, 5, 4, 6, 4, 5, 4, 6, 4, 5, 4, 6, 4, 5, 4. So just rep that out a bunch. Okay. Again, you can do it with open chords. You can do it with muted chords. You can do it with just a bar fretting across everything. You could do it with a chord shape. You could do it, with any chord shape you would want. However you would like. But again, the focus is actually on the right hand on finger picking days. So. Six, 4, 5, 4, 6, 4, 5, 4, 6, 4, 5. 6, 4, 5, 4, 6, 4, 5, 4, 6, 4, 5, 4, 6, 4, 5, 4, 6, 4, 5, 4, 6, 4, 5, 4, 6, 4, 5, 4, 6, 4, 5, 4, 6, 4, 5. You could also do 5, 4, 6, 4 if you want. I've been doing 6, 4, 5, 4. Let's do 5, 4, 6, 4. The wrist starts to hurt. Not the wrist, actually this weird spot in between here, in between the thumb and the index, this little fatty part here. I think it's from squeezing so tight, trying to make that bar. Yeah, bars are tough. Again, earlier, that's why I was probably muting them. Just subconsciously knew that, again, if you're doing things with the left hand and stuff, it might get tired, it might get wore out, and the focus is not on this hand today. It's on finger picking. So I'm actually going to go back and kind of mute these just for now. I'm going to get into some songs here in a little bit, so stay tuned for that. I got a couple songs that I know how to finger pick a little bit. Of course, probably not super beautiful and perfect, but let me know what you think. Stay tuned for that, and I'll play them. I think I'm pretty decent at them, actually. It's probably the songs that I know the most, because in these songs, it's literally, like some people will say, oh yeah, I know how to play some songs. I know how to play, Smoke on the Water. I know how to play this, or I know how to play that. But they don't really know how to play it. They know how to play that very small riff, or, they know how to play like 3 or 4 notes. But what happens when the song changes and transitions, Do you know how to play those parts as well? Oh, well, no. Well, then you don't know how to play the full song, right? In my opinion. So, in my opinion, these songs that I actually play later with the finger picking, I can legitimately say I know how to play the entire song, because the entire song doesn't change. It is the exact same, I don't even know, 4 notes, 5 note jingle the entire time. So, yeah. I can actually take credit and say that I do technically know how to play 2 full songs. I'll play those in just a second, but I just want to do a little bit more repetition with the climbing. Yeah, sorry. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. All right. Let's do some chord shapes now. Let's do this C chord here. All right. Just keep switching those up. You can go to different chords if you would like. But basically, again, not really worried about this hand. I want to focus on this hand. So yeah, do whatever shapes you'd like. By doing this finger picking with the like arpeggios, you can hear where you need to make those micro adjustments. So it's a really nice practice doing it this way, because a lot of times when you're playing with the pick and you're just strumming everything kind of quick, you don't really hear those small like mistakes, I guess, those small errors where maybe a string is muffled or something like that. But when you arpeggio it out, you hear, clear as day if something's not quite right. So you can make that adjustment to your elbow or your wrist or your finger or what have you. So right now I'm just using the cage system understanding and doing, rather than having to do all my shapes up here, I'm practicing them, down here with the bar and that cage knowledge that I talked about in my other videos. So if you need any understanding on the cage system or what I'm really talking about now, make sure you go back and watch some of my videos on the cage system as well. I kind of get more in depth on those. So. Okay. All right, so we're going to keep doing that. We'll keep playing just different chord shapes, whether you want to do the A chord, B chord, C chord, D chord, E chord, F chord, or G chord. Do whatever chord you want. But arpeggio, do the arpeggio, finger picking each chord individually using the thumb on string 6 and 5, index on string 4, middle finger on string 3, ring finger on string 2, pinky finger on string 1. All right, so we're going to stick with that. But just real quick, I wanted to mention that in the pinned comment section below, I always make my comment and then I pin that comment so that way it's at the top, and I leave like a detailed description of like what I'm talking about, right? So that way you can kind of see some written description about what I'm trying to describe. So make sure you check that out for a little synopsis of today's 1 hour practice session. Every video I have, that pinned comment will have the detailed description, so always check that out. Also, if you haven't subscribed, make sure you hit the little subscribe button here in the corner of the video. That's always greatly appreciated. It lets me know if the content I'm putting out there is worthwhile and people are benefiting from. Also, if you could leave a comment of your own below, let me know what finger picking exercises you like to do, or what finger picking songs that you really like. I'd like to listen to them, see if I could, maybe start to understand what they are and how to do them. So let me know any finger picking techniques or songs that you have down in the comments. And then also go ahead and boop that like button just to help a friend out. That's always appreciated for the hard work, time, effort, and courage that goes into making these videos. I could just pick up the guitar off the wall and start strumming, but no, I take the time and put it online for the world to see how terrible I am as I'm growing, right? But eventually I'll get good. And then those same people can't be laughing. So because I'm putting the time and the effort in. So anyways, thank you all for that. Just want to put that little plug in there. Subscribe, comment, and hit the like button. But let's hop back into the real reason of why we're here, and that is to play the guitar. But quickly, let me just grab this little swig of water. All right. Just going, pushing that pace. It's good to push the pace every now and then, but as you can see, I slopped up there and made some mistakes, but once you're feeling it, you can get going. Just doing random patterns. Let's 25464. All right. Now we've been playing around on the strings 6, 5, and 4 for a while. Let's play around on strings 1, 2, and 3. So you can do the same thing. Hold whatever chord you want, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, in whatever position you want. You can do it up here if you want. I'm trying to get the understanding with these bar chords and playing all over the neck. So I'm going to keep playing, chords like this with the E shape, or the chords like this, the A shape, or chord like this with the D shape. So that way I'm getting, again, these bar chords understood all over the neck. But now, instead of playing strings 6, 5, and 4, we're going to play strings 1, 2, and 3. Again, using pinky on string 1, ring finger on string 2, middle finger on string 3. Just building that accuracy, just like I had to do with the pick in the very beginning. I'm sure you had to do the same thing, right? You were trying to pluck the A string and you're accidentally plucking the D string. You're trying to pluck the D string and you're accidentally plucking the B string. And you're just kind of all over the place. Your accuracy is just not there when you first start, right? Mine's still not great and perfect, even with the pick. But finger picking's the same thing, right? You got to build in that accuracy for that pinky to hit that first string, all the time. For that ring finger to hit that second string all the time. And just get that rule of thumb understanding. Sure, there's going to be certain songs where, that pinky will actually be used to play on the third string or the second string even, in different spots. Sure. But the rule of thumb, get that understood and you can, then transition, easily, right? I didn't have to learn how to go from just strings 6 to 5 and 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 6 to 5 before I could ever learn how to go, 5 to 4, for example, right? I didn't have to. It's not like that. So, but yeah. Anyways, we're gonna keep sticking with the lower strings now, strings 1, 2, and 3, and just doing whatever pattern you want. Right now, I'm doing 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1, just a very sequential pattern. I'll mix it up here later some other time, but right now it's just very sequential. Trying to get those fingers to be accurate. Be confident. You know where to go to pluck the right string. A little tough there. Let's see. Let's try this one. All right, let's do a couple of D chords. There we go. I'm getting a little better with the accuracy and stuff, and I'm plucking them okay. But I've noticed when I'm plucking, I'm kind of tapping another string, and it's causing it to have a little bit of sound. That's causing everything to be a little noisy, unnecessary noise, sound coming out. So I need to get a little bit finer with the finger picking technique. Obviously, right? This is what I don't know. Look back at my previous videos leading up to this one. Today we're at, day 59. I'd have to look back and see how many thumbnails, how many other titles, have to deal with finger picking. This is probably like my third, maybe my second. I don't know. But either way, not a whole lot. Even if it was my seventh, for example, that would be 7 hours worth of finger picking. That 7 hours worth of finger picking isn't really going to, get me playing all kinds of songs, very great and smoothly, but it's the building blocks to get there. So just be patient, be proud, and, find those little moments to pat yourself on the back and be happy about. Enjoy the journey. As Russ would say, I like Russ. He's good. He's one of those rappers, those hip hop artists that like to instill wisdom, instill knowledge into people rather than just rapping about the stereotypical, money, cars, and clothes, women, all the tangible items of life, all the, consume, buy. It's like, for what? Who am I impressing? But I like Russ because he's always instilling in these other rappers and, not even rappers, but just regular people like me, to be wise with life, to save money, to, invest, to spend your time wisely, and to, like what I was getting at to begin with, to enjoy the journey. Right? He's got a song called Journey. The whole song talks about there ain't no destination, man. The journey is everything. There ain't no destination, man. The journey is everything. So he's talking about, don't worry about the final goal, about being awesome at guitar, right? Because even when you're awesome at guitar, guess what? There's still another goal, right? There's still another song that you don't know how to play. There's still another pattern that you haven't, got that muscle memory in there for, that's, you get some great guitarists like John Mayer, and you get him to play, I don't know, Bring Me the Horizon song, for example. He's not just going to pick up his guitar and be able to play it in 2 or 3 minutes. I don't think. I don't know. I've never been friends with or, anything like that with a really, really powerful musician, but maybe they can. But, it's not going to be easy, right? He's got his style. He's got his, way of doing things. So to ask someone to do, someone else's song, they still got to figure out, okay, well, where's the tab? Where's the sheet music or something like that? Maybe then they could play it. But just straight from ear and just knowing it, or hearing someone else play it and be like, okay, pass them the guitar and be like, here, you play it. Probably not. But again, just putting in that time, repping in my time today with the finger picking, trying to get that accuracy understood. See, I'm plucking these other strings and I don't want to. All right. Now for these last few minutes here, I'm going to hop over into the actual songs that I know how to play, and just kind of play those until the time runs out. And I'll just kind of loop the songs. I know the songs aren't 12 minutes long or whatever, but I'll just keep looping them because, like I said, it's the same jingle all the way through. So if I loop it back through, you wouldn't even know when I restarted. So I'm going to go ahead and play the first one that I know, and then I'll hop over and play the second one that I know. Again, in the comments below, let me know if you can hear what I'm playing. Speed it up. This song allows me to practice my slides also, so I like that. Sliding and stopping right where you want to stop is pretty difficult when you first start out. It's still hard for me sometimes. See, that's why you need repetition, because you make little errors like that, even when it's the exact same pattern over and over and over again. Once you do it that, 2 times or whatever, even just 2 times, yes, I'm being serious, be fair with yourself, right? When you're just beginning, even just trying to get it through 2 times, your fingers start to get a little tired, you get a little fatigued, and then you make an error, right? And then maybe you can get 3 times through, then you make an error. And then it takes you forever. Maybe you can get, 4 times through it, and you make an error. So even when it's the same thing over and over again, you get fatigued, right? You're sliding up and down. Your fingers are, slightly moving in, increments, different positions, incrementally different positions, as you're sliding around and stuff. So, again, be fair with yourself, be patient with yourself. You're going to make those little errors every now and then. I've been playing this song since, before I actually started these challenges, when I was just kind of picking up the guitar, here or there. I've kind of understood how to play that jingle for a little while now, and I still, make errors on it, months and months later. Again, I don't play it every single day. I don't practice it every single day, but I've practiced it quite a bit, and I still make those errors, so it's understandable. All right, let's start back over. We want the first finger on the 5th string, or 5th fret, 6th string, which is an A note. Middle finger on the 6th fret, 3rd string, which is an A sharp or a D flat note to start. Then you pluck strings 6 and 3. So it goes 6 3 3 6 3. Strings 6 3 6 3. 6 3 3 6 3 6 3 3 6 3 6 3 3 6 3 6 3 3 6 3. String 6 3 3 6 3. String 6 3 3 6 3. 6 3 3 6 3 6 3 3 6 3 6 3 3 6 3 6 3 6 3 6 3 6 3 6 3 6 3 3 6 3 6 3 3 6 3. String 6 3 3 6 3 6 3 3 6 3 6 3 3 6 3 6 3 3 6 3 6 3 3 6 3 6 3 3 6 3. String 6 3 3 6 3. Then you pretty much have a staggered position most of the time. Here it's staggered frets 6 and 5. Here you match everything. Everything's on frets 9. But then you go frets 12 and 13, frets 7 and 8, frets 5 and 6. Starts on frets 5 and 6 first. Second, it goes to the double 9s. Third, it goes to the 12 13. And lastly, it goes here to the 5 8, and then it returns back home to the 5 6. So everything's pretty much staggered except for when you get to the 9s, the fret 9s, and everything stays on the 9th fret. Sloppy bin there. Sometimes I like to just play around at the very end, just do a little vibrato or something like that, and just to goof off and play around, I guess. And sometimes it's just like, ugh. But you learn, right? You learn with those. You're like, oof, let's not do that ever again at the end of that song. All right, but now we're going to play the, so yeah, on that song, if you know what that one is, let me know in the comments. Take a guess at it. Now I got another song here I'm going to play. Let me know if in the comments below if you can figure this one out. All right, so we got Pinky on the seventh fret, 3rd string, which is a D. Ring finger on the 7th fret, 4th string, which is an A. And your index finger on the 5th fret, 5th string, which is a D. So D-A-D notes. Middle finger's not doing anything just yet. Here in a minute, though, the middle finger is going to go over here to this B note on the 7th fret, 6th string. But first, we're going to play D-A-D first, like this, 4 times, and then we'll switch to this, play this 4 times. Then we'll switch back to this, and we'll go back to this. So the pattern is very simple. Strings 5, 4, 3, 4, strings 5, 4, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 4. Now use the middle finger, bring that up here on the B note. So now everything's on the 7th fret. You got the B note fretted. You're not doing anything on the string 5. String 4, you got the A note fretted. And string 3, you've got the D note fretted. Still same pattern, but instead of being, 6, 5, or 5, 4, 3, 4, it's 6, 4, 3, 4, 6, 4, 3, 4, 6, 4, 3, 4, 6, 4, 3, 4. Do that 4 times and then go back to the other one. Switch it again. I think they actually play it really slow. Counting in my head. Trying to get 4 of them each time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Switch. 2, 3, 4. Switch. 2, 3, 4. Switch. 3, 4. Switch. Switch. 2, 3, 4. Switch. Ooh. Middle finger accidentally caught the wrong string there. let me know in the comments below if you know what song that is. But that's going to be a wrap for today's hour practice session. Again, we were on day 59. So thank you all so much for joining the journey. I greatly do appreciate that. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please make sure you do so. You can click the little icon in the corner. It makes it very easy. Also, if you haven't commented below, make sure you comment below. Hit the thumbs up button to show your brother some love and appreciation, hitting that like button. And then, last but not least, you can click on these floating videos here on the screen right now to continue watching more of my content. I always appreciate that support, so thank you so much. Here's my entire catalog of the 100 challenge, and here's a subsequent video in the series. So make sure you follow along. You can learn some other tips and other exercises, so stay tuned. But until next time, just take care of yourselves and each other. I love you. I'm out until next time. Peace. Take care.